Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome, Swagatam, Vanakkam to South Asia Maps Education Channel. Today we are continuing our fascinating discussion on our Human Ecology Predicament series. This is part 92. That means there are 94 videos I already posted before. The topic we are discussing today is the energy coming from food, energy coming from fuel. Energy coming from food is essentially a less dense energy. Energy coming from fuel, fossil fuel is a dense energy, less dense energy from food, dense energy from fossil fuels. If you are new to my presentations, this is our YouTube education channel, South Asia Maps Reddy. I have already posted more than 330 presentations in 30 plus playlists which can fit into any of your requirements. You can go and look them at leisure. And this is our series on human ecology predicament, part 92. You can see here 92. Energy from food, energy from fuel. These are some of the previous presentations, and you can go and look at them. Most of this work comes from the work of Overshoot and Bottleneck of Dr. William Catton Jr. See, the dense energy means a fossil fuel energy. Fossil fuel discoveries after steam engine discovery in 1775 or so, 1800s, mid-80s, that is the coal, oil and gas discoveries made industrialization of the planet Earth possible, establishment of industrial for agriculture farming compared to traditional agriculture farming. So, this has brought a lot of issues like population overload, redundancy, anxiety, etc. on the planet Earth. You can see here less dense energy. This is the wheat plant, this is the corn. These are the domesticated animals like the cows and sheep, chicken and pigs and so on. Domestication of plants and animals provided agricultural niches for humans. That is less dense energy. That means if you take a ton of corn, that energy maybe it can feed, let's say, around about 3 people for a whole year. Less dense energy. That means every day the humans using around about 25 kilocalories, you can multiply it and see less dense energy. You have to have bulky stuff. This is dense energy, very compact energy. What does it mean? Suppose if you are flying from Madras, Chennai and Coromandel coast to like Singapore or Perth across the Hindu Mahasagar, Indian Ocean in the Boeing 737 or so, and let's say you are carrying 100x cargo and passenger, among which let's say arbitrarily only 1x is the fuel, that is the dense fuel, fossil fuel, that is the navigation fuel, petroleum products. Instead of that, imagine that you're using the coal, that is less dense, and you have to use the steam engines instead of 100x passengers, instead of 1x dense energy, you may have to 300x less dense energy to fly the entire thing across the ocean. So that is the less dense energy, very, very, very important thing. Because of the dense energy, human civilization developed very rapidly high standards of living, affluence, that is called Age of Exuberance. Were able to start the industrial farming and pesticide manufacturing, the herbicides, the urea, and tractors, combiners, harvesters to plow the land, harvest the crops which are powered by the oil, fossil fuels, dense energy. And what is the disadvantage or unintended consequences of this dense energy? It brought a humongous amount of population. Before industrialization, discovery of dense energy, fossil fuels started, there used to be around about 1880, there used to be only 1 billion people on the planet Earth, that is 1,000 million. After that, today, we have 8 billion people as of 2022 November. There is a population overload occurred, the technology overload. In our life, everywhere there is a technology. The banking machines technology, insurance companies technology. So much technology is used for every work. Technology overload, population overload, population pressure is the mutual interference per capita per day. That is not population density occurred. We started MIC niches, military industrial complexes, socio-political niches because of industrialization. So this brought us redundancy, anxiety, significance deprivation and dehumanization and human predicament. What does that mean? Redundancy anxiety means there is a surplus population. This is series 57 or so, 67. There is a surplus population, one on the planet Earth. You are one among them. Here I put technically 4 billion, 8 billion. So surplus population includes oneself. The redundancy anxiety, it is the morbid fear arises due to population pressure, population explosion. This and concomitantly gives the dehumanization and significance reduction, deprivation. Humans essentially have not much value today on the planet Earth. You hear like a lot of companies laying them off, things like it. This is essentially a significance deprivation. That means humans are used as a tools or resources or material or a pockets for other people or organizations among themselves to pick and use and throw them away. That is called, and that is the redundancy anxiety is due to dense energy. And redundancy anxiety, the dense energy also overloaded the carrying capacity. Traditional agriculture like supported maybe 1 billion people here. Now it supports more due to industrialization and artificially pumping the land with fertilizers, pesticides, producing the more food. That is enhancing the carrying capacity temporarily. This is due to dense energy, phantom carrying capacity. And it also brought us population pressure. I call it MICD, mutual interference per capita per day. That means if you put more humans or the mice here and start putting electric switches, they interact more, they bump each other. That's what it is. Homo Colossus, the giant human beings, are immense population pressures in their daily examples. That is this is the one of the result of dense energy humans are using today that brought the population load, more people, 8 billion, technology load, more inventions and using the technology to control our daily lives. The MICD here 2 rats 2, if you put more rats here 20 arbitrarily, if you use the same 5 rats or mice here and put electric teachers, that is more technology overload, there is more interaction, population overload 2 to 5, technology overload. This is due to dense energy. Finally, the dense energy brought us human predicament or human impasse, human dilemma. What does it mean? Now we know in this limited planet Earth of round about 12,500 kilometers the diameter, has a 8 billion surplus population, redundant population, and this population, Homo Colossus, deprived the lot of non-renewable resources, coal, oil, natural gas, depleted resources, redundant population. How we will progress in the coming decades, that is a very big predicament, dilemma, that is the human predicament we are talking about. So this is the difference between the dense energy, fossil fuels, less dense energy, basic agricultural products, the corn, rice and wheat and the farm animals, use of dense energy discovery and adaptation by the humans got us the industrialization, MIC niches and industrial farming, commercial farming, so population overload, technology overload, population pressures, high population densities, military industrial complexes, human predicament, redundancy, anxiety, significance, deprivation, dehumanization, and so on, other unintended consequences. How to alleviate them is the basic issue humans are facing now. Thank you very much, Mitram and Bandhuvam. See you later in other presentations. This is Dr. J. Reddy.